We're live.
Are we live?
I
All
believe
right.
we are.
Hey,
All right.
everyone.
What is up, guys? Just gonna let some people join in and then we can start.
Cool. I'm going to see if I can see the chat, because that would be helpful if I could.
All right. Ooh. Atua, are you still
I went to
there?
yeah, I'm still here. Can you
All
hear
right.
me?
Yeah, you can see. We can hear you, but we can't see you.
Oh, I went to the YouTube channel, and then it just says waiting for. It says waiting for Orion.
All right. Well, we're live. It looks like we're live, guys.
When I'm on the YouTube thing, I can see the comments.
Yeah. Hey, Kai, Oliver. Hello,
Hey,
Brian.
Kai.
Hello, everyone. Patrice. Hello. So we're just gonna hang out. We don't really have a plan. Atua was kind enough to come join the live stream. If you guys have
Yeah.
any questions, we'll answer them on here.
Yeah. Thanks for having me and letting me join in.
Of course.
Be part of the stream.
Of course. Yeah. You've been up to any interesting videos lately? You want to share with a exclusive peek with the patrons?
Actually, the past few days I've been taking it a little, not filming as much as I normally do. I've been helping out with the program with the Nimic team here. I've been helping them film some vlogs.
Oh, that's
but
cool.
I have some adventures planned for the near future.
How's that going? How's it going with the whole Nimic thing?
Yeah, it's been pretty cool seeing like the whole team functioning, because it's like they're building a blockchain and stuff, but it's also just interesting to see how, because there's like 10, 15 people, so they have to coordinate, making sure everyone's doing what they're supposed to be doing and like has their tasks and stuff. So that's been pretty cool.
Yeah. Have you been learning a lot?
Yeah, definitely.
Are you understanding more about it, about what they're doing there?
Now I actually have a little bit of an idea of the concept of cryptocurrency, whereas about a month ago, if you told me, Atua, do you know what cryptocurrency is? I never even heard the word before, so that's been pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it's awesome. And you making videos there every day, or?
Yeah, not every day, but maybe every other day, or if there's something interesting going on, then I'll come and film more that day. But then other days, when it's just more of a chill day, then I won't film.
And I heard they just went public, right? How did that go?
Yeah, they did the token sale, which was successful. So now they did the test net before, where you could like mine and trade stuff, but so now they have to actually, over the next few months, they're going to build the actual blockchain. So that's what they're going to be doing for like the next 6 months, I think.
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, that's awesome. Patrice asks, how do you share your time between Nimic and your channel? Let's go.
It's slightly difficult because I have to figure out what I should be doing when, but also like the experience of being a part of this is like not necessarily something that you get to be a part of like every day. So the fact that they're in the building and stuff, I'm trying to spend time here and be part of it and stuff. But then also still make stuff for my channel, because that's what I also enjoy doing that very much. But also, like, because I'm filming with them, I get a lot of experience of being behind the camera, filming someone else. Channel, I'm always filming myself, so I've like learned stuff from being like being the person who films and also is the person in front of the camera.
Yeah, it's like a one-man crew.
One-man crew. But when you're behind the camera the whole time, you can sometimes focus more on like having more manual settings and maybe like doing polling focuses and stuff. Whereas maybe when you're holding the camera, you don't really focus on that as much. You focus about what you're talking about and that stuff. So it's a different perspective of filming, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot different filming yourself than filming other people. It's a totally different thing.
Yeah, I think both are fun, because when you film yourself, if you're the person filming and also the person who's like in front of the camera, you can have an idea of how you want it to come out, and you have control over everything. Whereas when you're filming someone else, like there's stuff you can't just control, so sometimes you have to go with it.
Also, sometimes it's a challenge, like trying to film yourself. You have to like set up your camera, like run over there, run back. Whereas if you're filming someone, you like, it's a lot easier, but it's fun to have that challenge of filming yourself alone.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
What have you been up to lately?
I've been making a lot of videos. There's been a big swell, so the waves haven't been very good. Actually, yesterday I surfed this secret spot around here, which was the first time I've actually like fully surfed this week. But I've been up to making a lot of videos.
I saw you put up a new video about how you can't stop surfing.
Oh yeah.
I got the notification right before I was coming up here to do the live stream, so I'll have to watch that later.
Yeah, I was just in Nicaragua for a surf trip. We went there for 4 days, and it was awesome. The waves were just insane, just like barrels upon barrels all day over there. Because the south side of Nicaragua is right under the lake, like the Lake of Nicaragua. There's always strong winds there, so it's offshore there. I think like 340 days a year or something, which is amazing.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's always the waves are almost always pretty good. And Patrice asks if I'm back in Costa Rica. Yes, back in Costa Rica. Been in Costa Rica we came back, it's Saturday today, we came back on Monday. So I've been here the whole week already. Yeah, the videos take a little time to go up, so usually they're a few days after the thing actually happened.
Do the waves seem to be better in Nicaragua than Costa Rica, or does it just depend on the swells?
I definitely think it's better over there. From what I've heard, it's more consistent in Costa Rica, but I don't know. Every time I've gone up there, the waves have just been amazing. But it definitely gets better there. I don't know about the consistency because I don't live there, but from the times I've been there, it definitely gets better than over here. It's a lot hollower. It's a lot stronger waves too, a lot more powerful.
Yeah, I've never actually surfed in Nicaragua. I've only surfed in Costa Rica my whole life, and then one time in California, just like this like small, fairly cold water, just like once. But yeah, most of the part just Costa Rica.
Yeah. And Bosis wants to know what kind of food are they serving in the background at Atua? He's hungry now after watching that.
Well, I'm actually up at the Skyloft where the internet at my house is way too slow for live streams. This would not be working. But up here, I'm helping them film and stuff, so I can use the internet for like live streams and stuff like that. So the team's back there, they're I think eating lunch or something.
Nice. And Brandon Music Nerd says, programmers are not necessarily YouTuber friendly, but you seem to have put them at ease at Atua. How did you get them comfortable with being filmed?
Well, yeah, at first, when I first was filming here and there, none of them were really comfortable in front of the camera. Like they'd be talking, I'd come over, start filming, and then everyone would just go silent. It's like, no, you got to just like act like there's no camera here, because that makes for the best shots. But I find that now that they're used to the camera, now it's not like they're not as uncomfortable in front of it. So it's just like with anything, you do it enough, you get experience, and like with vlogging, you get more comfortable as time goes on.
Yeah, that's cool. Hello, Felix. How's your guys' day been? Everyone in the chat, having a good day so far. Atua, have you been getting any surf time?
Yeah, the past few days I haven't been surfing as much because it's been like raining a ton and really stormy. And this morning I got out for just like half an hour or so, and it was the waves. They like looked good, but they're the waves where right when you catch them, the wind was so strong it would just push me right off the back. So I wouldn't even try to do a turn. I'd just try to pump, just like stay in the wave, and I'd just get pushed off the back. But the water was pretty clear, so I wasn't really trying to catch waves. I was just floating out the back, just hanging out.
Nice. Yeah, you've been getting a lot of rain too?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been getting crazy rain. Actually, the last week has been kind of sunny. I think we're in the getting the mini summer now. For those guys that don't know, here in Costa Rica, there's like 2 seasons. There aren't 4 seasons. So we have the dry season, which is usually from December till April, and then from April till November is the rainy season. Right now we're in the rainy season, but usually around July and August we have like 2 or 3 weeks that are called the mini summer, where it gets all nice and sunny again. And it's super beautiful because the trees are green from all the rain before, but it's nice and sunny and blue skies. That's my favorite time of the year, probably.
Yeah. Do you like the dry season or the rainy season more?
I'd have to say the dry season. The rainy season is a lot more beautiful. I mean, like there's green everywhere, but I don't know. I think the waves are better in the dry season, and the rain sometimes kind of, I don't want to say ruins, but like you can't do as much. Sometimes you can't do what you want to in the rain. You can't do everything. Yeah, I'd say like dry season better though. But the rainy season, everything is so green. It's just. What about you?
Just like a lot in the dry. I like the dry season because a lot of the times the ocean seems to be nicer, but then a lot of the trees maybe lose their leaves, or a lot of trees seem dead.
Mm-hmm.
Season, like you're saying, a lot of the trees and plants look a lot nicer, but then I find in the ocean what sometimes is sketchy is sometimes there'll be like logs floating around.
Oh yeah.
That'll wash out from the rivers. A few times I've been like paddling, and all of a sudden a log comes just like flying past, and I'm like, whoa! And luckily it didn't hit me, but sometimes because when all the rain will just wash out the rivers, sometimes you'll find wood and logs and stuff floating around.
Yeah.
I find it easier to get ear infections in the rainy season because all the stuff that washes out.
Yeah, the water is definitely a lot dirtier, I guess, in the rainy season. Not necessarily with plastic and stuff like that, but with wood and leaves and mud. A lot of mud too gets washed in with all the rivers. Yeah. Actually, something else
about rivers. That the one thing about the rainy season I like is the rivers do have water.
Yeah, that's very nice. But one of the sketchy things about the rivers are not really necessarily in our area. I don't know about you, but I know in like Haku and those areas, it's very dangerous to surf when the rivers are flowing because of all the crocs in that area.
Yeah. True.
Yeah. And Kai asked if Atua and Orion, do you surf while it's raining? For me, yeah, usually I do. Unless it's lightning, then you can. If it's lightning, it's quite dangerous to surf. But if there's no lightning, then you can surf. Sometimes it kind of messes up the waves, but other times it can make it nice and glassy. So it really depends. A lot of the storms here have lightnings and thunder and stuff like that. So if there's lightning, I don't surf. But if there isn't lightning and it's not a super hard rain or it actually like hurts being in the water, then I usually surf. What about you, Atua?
Yeah, my pretty same for me. If it's sometimes if it just starts sprinkling a little bit, sometimes I don't know why, but like a little bit of rain will like for some reason just glass off the ocean, just like glass. But then if it like rains too much, then it actually just makes it stormier. And yeah, if I see any lightning or hear any thunder, then I'm out of there pretty quickly.
Yeah. I'm just reading the chat here for a second. Got to catch up on it. Brian said, Northern Illinois has been getting drenched. Some places over 5 inches in the last 2 days. That's a lot. That is a lot. Bosa says that his lakes get over 2 feet of ice in them in the winter. That is crazy. Yeah, we don't get ice over here.
Yeah, no snow, no ice.
Even in the rainy season, it's still so hot. It's not that hot now, but it's humid. The humidity is just insane. Yeah.
I like when it's like nice skies, blue, but then there's a cloud just perfectly in front of the sun. That way you don't get sunburned easily, and you're in the shade, but then you still have the niceness out.
Yeah, that's the perfect weather. Yeah, and Patrice here had a question. How long is the rainy season in Costa Rica? Until which month?
I'm gonna look at the chat.
All right. The rainy season is usually from April Yeah, I think April it starts. Usually it doesn't start raining hard until like May or June, but this year it started a lot earlier. I think it's already started raining in March, at the end of March. Usually it's from April until December, maybe mid-November, early December, we still get some rain. But this year has been crazy for the amounts of rain. Here, at least in Guiones, we still had some rain in like mid-January. We still had rain, which never happens. And then we started getting rain again beginning of March or middle of March.
Yeah, here it like last year, the past few years, it hasn't rained necessarily as much in the rainy season as this year.
Yeah.
Like this year for down here, it seemed like it started raining earlier than it normally does. And like when there's that little like dry season for maybe like a week or two, it seems like it's still raining nonstop, at least down in this area.
Yeah. Well, we've been in a big drought for the last 3 years, so it's quite good that we're getting all this rain.
Yeah.
And boasts of snow. We have snow on the ground starting in November, and it doesn't leave until the end of March. I kind of actually want to go somewhere snowy for just. I've only been in snow a few times when I was a little kid, and I can't really remember it. So I kind of want to go somewhere snowy, at least for just like a few days or something, just to feel it out. See how snow is again now that I can really remember it, how it feels. And have you ever seen snow, Tua? Been in snow in a cold climate?
When I was like a baby, we lived in the States. Then I was in some pretty snowy spots, but I don't really remember it. There's just like pictures of me in the snow, but I don't remember those pictures being taken. But for one Christmas a few years ago, we did visit. It was either the States or Canada, and it was snowing a bit. So that was the only time that I can remember seeing snow. Well, what I find is in Costa Rica, because it's so hot out, I'm like, oh, I wish I could be in the snow, and I would just eat snow and just want to be in the snow with just board shorts on. But then once you're in the snow, you realize how cold it is, and then you don't really want to eat the snow as much.
Yeah. And Brian says that he's enjoying the various collabs. Thank you. Do either of us have any big collaboration in the works besides the roundtable? For me, no, I don't really have any collaborations planned for the future right now. What about you, Atua?
Yeah, no collaborations planned yet, except for just like the little live streams that I do here and there with some other YouTubers, which is fun. But yeah, it'd be cool to do like a big collab one day.
Yeah, I'm actually going to start working on this project. There's this monkey sanctuary in the Nosara area, and they want me to make a video for them, kind of showing the place around and making more, like giving more awareness to people. A lot of the monkeys here get electrocuted. It's a big problem.
Oh, yeah.
And they take the electrocuted monkeys. They take orphan monkeys and stuff like that, and they help them become strong again, injured monkeys, and then they release them back to the wild.
Oh, that's
so I'm
cool.
going to be making a video for them soon.
Sweet.
Yeah. And Kai Oliver asked, do you have contact with Selena?
Yeah, just like on just messaging a bit, but we actually don't even message that much. It's just like, oh, you want to do like a live stream, and then did it. But yeah, it's just
kind of
not like we're dating or anything.
Kind of just happened.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that live stream. And Patrice asked, when will the next young vloggers roundtable be happening? So right now we don't have a set date for it because everything can change, but we're thinking in 2 weeks, and right? Either next weekend or in 2 weekends.
Yeah, so figuring out the logistics.
Figuring out the exact date, but it's going to be taking place on Luther's channel. And it's going to be about storytelling and how to tell a good storytelling. Yeah. I think it's going to be featuring Luther, Max from Valley Films. I don't know if any of you guys watch him, Atua, and Oliver, the Joy Boy. So that should be a fun one. I'm actually not going to be in that one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm in that one? I didn't even know I was going to be in that one. Yeah, should be fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We have a few planned for soon.
The vlogger roundtable was such a cool idea because, like, even if we weren't doing the live streams, we can in there we can chat and exchange stories and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes it's hard to find other, at least young YouTubers. Like in all of Costa Rica, Orion, you're the only other YouTuber that I have been able to find.
Yeah, I've been able to find one of my other friends that lives in Tamarindo also sometimes makes videos, but except for you're the only YouTuber that I've found in Costa Rica. In the States, there's so many, but I bet there's more people. We just don't know about them.
Yeah.
Probably people that make videos in Spanish and Bosis wants to know. Have to ask Orion, did anybody get hit in the head with a coconut last week? No. No, not that I know of. To anybody got hit by the head, in the head by a coconut that you know of?
No, not that I know of.
Yeah, that would be unfortunate.
I'm not sure if that's just a joke or something, but actually when I was a little kid and I used to go to this school, there was this palm tree and it had all these palm leaves hanging from it. And I was maybe 7 or 8, and I was goofing around, pulling on this palm leaf that was hanging down. All of a sudden, a coconut fell out of the tree and just landed right on my head.
Oh,
but
wow.
It was a dead one, so it wasn't filled with liquid. But yeah.
I bet that sounds very painful. How old are you?
I'm not sure exactly. Maybe around 8 or 9, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, does not sound fun. Actually, in our beach, we don't have that many coconut trees or any trees, actually, because a few years ago, I think 20 or 30 years ago, this millionaire came here to what is now Guiones. It was nothing before. It was nothing back then. And he decided he wants to make the whole thing a huge golf course resorts thing. So he cut down an insane amount of trees. The whole trees on the whole beach was filled with trees. Cut everything down. And right before he started building the golf course, he decided he didn't want to do it anymore. And he already cut down everything. He set up all the land. And
yeah, that's not cool.
Yeah. So now there's this reforestation project here that's called Bar Guiones, which is helping reforest their area after that. But yeah, because in Santa Teresa, I know when I was there, there's so many trees on the beach, which is really nice. There's shade and there's a lot of coconut trees on the beach and stuff like that. But here, the beach is dead, kind of. Now there's some more trees after they planted, but
something pretty funny actually happened at my beach, and I'll have to show it in one of my next videos. But there's remember the parking lot where you went to when we met up in Playa Hermosa?
Yeah.
There's a parking lot. Well, 2 trees fell down right at the end of right at the road, right when you're going into the parking lot. So normally what they would do is cut up the tree so people could drive in. But I guess a bunch of the locals, they don't want as many people going to the beach down, and then they planted the parking lot trees. It's right in the parking lot. And then so the parking lot shrank by now it's 1/8 of the size.
Wow.
But I guess their idea was to let less people come to the beach, but it's just so funny. The trees fell over, and then they're just let's just put a bunch of plants here. So there's the people who, there's the people who are oh, we want to remove this so there's more parking. And then there's also the people who are oh, we want to put all of these trees here so that not as many people come to the beach.
Yeah. The locals can get quite protective of the area because they don't want it to get too touristy and too modernized. And Patrice asks, how many people can you have in a live stream? More than 4. I think you can have 9 in a Google Hangouts live stream.
Yeah.
Mhm. I would like to figure out a way where you can have like all of the four of us on the screen, not like in the little bottom. But I haven't found a way to do that yet. Maybe using an encoding software or something. But those are very expensive. They can be up to $500 or something like that.
Yeah, like when we did the stream on my channel, it was like if it's just like two people, then you can easily like just change who's on the big screen. But yeah, it'd be cool if there was 4 people, everyone was just like a quarter of the screen.
Yeah.
And that way you don't have to worry about changing depending on who's talking. You can just focus.
And then you can like see everyone too, which is nice.
Yeah. Because sometimes one person talks and someone else changes, and it changes back and forth.
Yeah. So, yeah. It can be really quick exchanges, and it's hard for the person who's doing the live stream to change in between the people, because I think once it's over 2 people, you have to change manually between who's talking or who the people will see. Right now, I think it's automatic. Yeah, it's automatic right now.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And Bosa says that he asked me one time in a video if a coconut fell on anyone, and now he just keeps on asking until the day that a coconut finally falls on someone. Yeah, and Moses also said that Mael lives in Costa Rica. That's how I found out about my channel. Yeah, Mael is a friend of mine. He was actually, he also makes YouTube videos, or he used to make YouTube videos. I don't know if he makes videos anymore, but he also lives here in Guiones. So I guess he told you, Moses, which is awesome. Awesome that you're now a supporter of the Orion eshel channel. I need to find a name for my squad. Do you have a name for it?
Well, Tanner Fox told me I should call my channel Atua Moe. But yeah, I don't have an exact name. It's kind of cool, Atua Moe.
Yeah.
Or the Demos squad, short for Dumos and stuff.
Yeah.
Demos crew.
Demos.
That's actually kind of cool because mas is like more in Spanish, so mas. Dumos.
That's a good idea to put if you're gonna make sure merch or something, you can put Demos. Kyle says that in Indonesia, more people die because of a coconut than other causes. Not sure if it's true. Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they can be pretty dangerous if like a big coconut lands, especially some of the trees that are like.
If any coconut lands on your head, it can kill you, I guess. And Patrici, the host of the multi-live stream, seems to have a lot of work to last time.
Yep, so I guess I'll pass the torch on to Luther.
Yeah. Ned said, asked, violent coconuts are even nastier than cows. Or, no, that's not a question, I guess. Harsita eshel. My dad wants to know what you're eating, Atua. Are you eating anything?
No. I had some water, so I was eating some ice cubes, but I've ran out.
Nice. Ooh. Been streaming for 30 minutes now. That passed pretty quickly.
What does your T-shirt say?
It says Monkey Mafia.
Oh, Monkey Mafia.
Yeah, it's the company that sponsors me. It's like a company here in Costa Rica now. They're starting to expand to other countries, but they started here in Playa Guiones, and they sponsor me. They give me clothing and stuff. Sometimes, like once a year, they give me a board because they work with the. I don't know if you know the Shaper in Costa Rica carton.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in Jaco. They work with the Shaper carton, and they give me a board usually once a year from him, which is nice.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
I remember we went on like a surf trip, and then we stopped off at the carton where the guy makes the boards and stuff, and we were like asking him like, so how do you say like the carton? Do you say carton? He's like, I remember he was like, oh, it's anything like carton or cartoon or Cartoon Network, and he named like 10, 15 names, and we're like, okay.
Yeah, have you ever tried one of their boards?
No, I haven't tried one of their boards yet. I've seen them quite a few times around.
Yeah, they're very popular here in Costa Rica.
Do they work pretty good? Like they last?
For me, they're very flat. I don't really like them. They don't have enough rocker.
Huh?
Yeah, not really a fan of the shape. I'm using right now this brand called Bulkley surfboards. It's the shaper in California that used to shape for Lost. He still shapes a few boards for Lost, but mostly he does stuff for his own company now. He actually used to live in Costa Rica, which is for a few years. But yeah, I get boards from him now. It's quite hard to get them because they're all the way in California, but we have a friend that sometimes comes from California to Costa Rica, and he brings the board sometimes.
Nice. Yeah, there's actually this local shaper in Santa Teresa, and his name's Danga, the Danga surf.
Yeah,
Danga surf shop.
I know the shop.
And I think he said something like he used to shape for Al Merrick or something. So we were going to see if we could maybe get some boards from him, because I think he said, or we're still trying to call him. I've been trying to call him for the past few days, but his phone doesn't answer. See if he can make the Al Merrick shapes or the designs. So if you find a design that you like, then you can be like, okay, can you make the board this shape, this size, but then like similar to this design. We're going to see about that.
Are you looking to get a new board?
Maybe. We'll see. Or at least maybe one for my dad and my sister.
Yeah.
My sister, their boards are good. I don't think I need to get a new board yet.
Yeah. And Bosa says that he's got to run, but he's looking forward to the next vid. All right. Bye, Bosis. Thank you for joining.
Yeah.
I hope that you enjoyed it.
Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah. All right, I think we're going to go for a little bit longer and then maybe wrap this up. So if you guys have any more questions that you want answered, let us know.
Is that a dog in the background?
Yes, it is. I'm at my friend's house, and the dog is just chilling there in the background. Mio! Mio! Sleeping right now. Patrice asked, what is the biggest danger or fear in your area? Coconut shark, snake, car accident, falling from a tree, tsunami, zombie apocalypse. Atua?
Okay, now I'm pretty scared after you named all those off, but I mean, they're all thoughts. Like if you're out adventuring, there's always the chance that a snake could be out or something. And if you're in the ocean, it's the ocean, so that there is sharks out there, which you just kind of know. I try to not think about it too much, like just be as careful as I can, so not like put myself in a situation that is just not smart.
Yeah.
But everything has some level of risk, and that's just kind of what goes with everything, whether you're in a car or just walking on the side of the road or something. But I try to not worry about or think about it too much.
Have you ever seen a shark surfing?
I've never seen a shark surfing, but I have seen a shark.
Have you seen a shark while you're out surfing?
I've seen some baby sharks. I've never seen like a big, massive one, but I've seen one time I saw one really clearly. I was just out surfing. It was just like me and my sister, and one just like jumped out of the water. So it was like a baby one. I was like, okay, I'm out of here because there's like a baby shark. There's a good chance there could be a bigger shark.
The mom be right behind them.
But yeah, a few times when I wasn't out there, people said like, oh, I saw this massive shark while I was out surfing. So.
Yeah, I've seen a few sharks in my time of surfing. No, it's kind of not a fun experience, I guess. I mean, after like in the beginning, when I was like the first time or the first few times I saw a shark, I got so scared. I like just caught the first wave I saw and just paddled as hard as I can to the inside. I got out of the water, but after a few times, I kind of I wouldn't say got used to them, but they didn't scare me as much. Kind of just put my feet up on my board, let it pass, I guess. I've had a few pass right under my board while I was sitting out in the lineup, which is pretty scary, actually.
Is there any like river mouths really close to where you surf?
Yeah, there is a river mouth at like the end of the beach, kind of like probably a mile and a half from where I usually surf.
It seems like some of the best waves seem to be like right in front of river mouths, like Pavones. It's like it's right in front of a river. But so in my area, if you go down the beach maybe about an hour, so you like drive on the road and then the road ends, you go on the beach for like a while. There's this river called the Rio Bongo, and that river has crocodiles and it's a pretty big river. But right in front of it, sometimes there's just this perfect wave, just like a perfect barrel, but it's like right at this river with the river mouth. So I've never surfed there and I don't think I ever will, but I have heard people go there because it's like such a good wave and there's a really high level of risk.
Yeah, we have this big river. We have a few like smaller rivers, but the biggest, like bigger river next to me is called Rio Nosara. And then like the river mouth, there's a lot of crocs there, but as an amazing wave. I've surfed there like 3 or 4 times. The wave is amazing there, but the river is very crocky, and a lot of times they come out into the lineup, which is quite scary. I luckily haven't seen one. Otherwise, I wouldn't have surfed it again. But it's a high risk, high reward, I guess. Do you guys have any crocs in your area?
Not too many, but I have heard of people saying that they saw a croc out in the ocean and stuff. I'm sure it happens when it rains a lot and the river's just like rushing out and there's a lot of current. Crocs will sometimes get into the water and then move along the coast. And yeah, I'm sure the crocs end up all over the place once in a while.
Yeah. And Brian says that he'd love to swim with dolphins. I would too. Dolphins are amazing. Dolphins are my favorite animal, just because I was actually born with like the music track of dolphins. I've always kind of been connected. I've always been connected to them somehow. Just amazing creatures. What's your favorite animal, Atua?
Well, I kind of have a few, but I really like cheetahs.
Ooh.
I like how, like, they're like cats. They're cats, so they're like stealthy and move. They can move really slowly.
Yeah.
And then they can just like go burst out and then like run super quickly and cover a ton of distance. So I like cheetahs.
Yeah. Have you ever seen a cheetah out in the wild?
Nope, never seen a cheetah. I don't think there's cheetahs in Costa Rica, are there?
I don't think so. I've seen a few small jaguars. They call them jaguaritos here. I've seen a black panther once too.
Really?
Yeah.
How close?
Those are awesome. Oh, I wasn't very close. I mean, it was like I was on this mountain and there was like a river in the valley, and I saw it in like next to the river in the valley. So it was quite far down. Yeah. And it was night too, so. But yeah, they're cool. All right, I think we're going to end the live stream right here. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you, Atua, for coming to join. It was super fun. Thank you. You're an awesome
thanks
YouTuber.
for
if you guys
inviting me to join in.
If you guys don't know Atua, which I'm sure you guys do, but if you don't, you can go check him out. Link below. And
thanks.
I hope we'll see you again soon.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys for joining.
See you guys in the next one.
Thank you for taking your time out of your day to come watch this. Thank you for supporting my work. And we will see you guys in the next one. Bang!